2025 is here, and with it comes new opportunities, new challenges, and the potential for incredible growth. But let me ask you this, what if there's one thing, just one, that's silently keeping you from reaching your full potential? It's not the competition, it's not the lack of resources, and it's not time. It's something far more subtle, something internal, something that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Today, we're not just going to talk about breaking through barriers, we're going to identify the one thing holding you back and leave it behind. Because if you can overcome this, you'll unlock the freedom, the confidence, and the focus you need to make 2025 your most extraordinary year yet. We often hear people say that one thing stands between us and success. But what exactly is that one thing? It could be any number of things, but the most common culprits are fear, doubt, excuses, or toxic relationships. The challenge lies in identifying which of these, or perhaps a combination of them, has been holding us back. Fear is often the most immediate barrier to action, creating a sense of paralysis and uncertainty. Doubt, on the other hand, works quietly behind the scenes, eroding our self-belief and making us question whether we're capable of achieving our goals. Excuses provide a comforting buffer, allowing us to justify inaction and delay the difficult decisions that could lead to growth. And then there are toxic relationships, people who, either intentionally or unintentionally, drain our energy and keep us anchored in negativity. Recognizing which of these is the one thing that stands between us and our success is crucial. Once we pinpoint it, we can take proactive steps to overcome it. Self-awareness is a powerful tool in uncovering the obstacles that are holding us back. Often we move through life unaware of the subtle ways we sabotage our own progress. We might be caught in patterns of self-doubt, or we may find ourselves constantly deferring to the opinions and expectations of others. The first step in breaking free is to reflect deeply on the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Is there a recurring pattern? Perhaps it's a fear of rejection that's preventing you from pursuing new opportunities. Maybe it's the desire for approval that's leading you to make decisions based on what others think instead of what you want. It could even be the presence of toxic people around you whose negativity impacts your mindset and actions. The key is to become aware of the habits, behaviors, and beliefs that have been shaping your life. Once you bring these to light, you'll have the power to break free from them and create a new, more empowered path forward. Fear is a natural human emotion, but when it takes control, it becomes a powerful force that holds us back from achieving our full potential. It manifests in many forms: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, and sometimes even fear of success. We might hesitate to take a leap toward our dreams because we're terrified of what might happen if we fail. The truth is, fear is often exaggerated in our minds. The worst-case scenario is rarely as dire as we imagine. By recognizing that fear is a part of the process rather than an obstacle to it, we can begin to move beyond it. The fear of rejection often prevents us from putting ourselves out there, whether it's in a new job, a relationship, or a creative endeavor. But in truth, rejection is not a reflection of our worth, it's simply a part of the learning process. When we let go of fear, we free ourselves to take bold action and embrace the possibility of growth and success. We live in a world where external validation often feels necessary to feel worthwhile. Seeking approval from others is something many of us are conditioned to do, starting from a young age. Whether it's the approval of parents, teachers, peers, or even colleagues, the need for validation can become a powerful driver in our decision-making process. But when we allow this need for approval to dictate our actions, we place our happiness and progress in the hands of others. Our goals and aspirations should be centered around what we want to achieve, not on conforming to others' expectations. By letting go of the need to please everyone, we give ourselves permission to pursue our own path, even if it doesn't align with the opinions of others. True success comes when we stop seeking approval and instead seek to align our actions with our own values, dreams, and vision for the future. Toxic relationships are among the most insidious obstacles to personal growth. We've all encountered people who, whether consciously or not, hinder our progress by draining our energy, creating unnecessary drama, or feeding us negativity. These relationships, whether with family, friends, or colleagues, can be emotionally exhausting and mentally taxing. Over time, they create an environment where you feel drained and unmotivated. The hardest part of dealing with toxic relationships is recognizing them. Often we excuse their behavior because we're attached to the person or feel obligated to maintain the relationship. But the truth is, you cannot grow when you're constantly surrounded by negativity. Letting go of these toxic relationships, although difficult, is one of the most empowering actions you can take for your personal growth. It's not about being callous, it's about preserving your mental and emotional well-being so that you can thrive in the relationships that are nurturing and supportive. Self-doubt is a silent killer of potential. It quietly creeps into our minds and makes us question whether we're capable of achieving the things we desire. It tells us we're not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy of success. And because we believe it, we begin to hold ourselves back. We miss opportunities, we procrastinate, and we allow our dreams to slip away simply because we doubt ourselves. The truth is, everyone experiences self-doubt at some point. It's a normal part of the human experience. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of self-doubt, it's the ability to recognize it and push through it. When you trust your abilities, take action in the face of doubt, and keep moving forward, you begin to build confidence and resilience. Self-doubt may never fully disappear, but it doesn't have to control your life. With time, you'll learn to manage it and let your actions speak louder than your doubts. Taking responsibility is one of the most empowering things you can do in your life. It means acknowledging that, no matter the circumstances, you are the one in charge of your actions, decisions, and outcomes. And when we blame others or external factors for our lack of progress, we give away our power. We say that we are at the mercy of people or situations, and we become helpless in our own lives. Taking responsibility means owning up to your choices, recognizing where you've gone wrong, and making the necessary changes to course correct. It's about accepting that, while we can't control everything, we do have control over how we respond. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for things to change outside of you and start making changes from within. This mindset shift is crucial for personal growth and success. The trap of comparison is one that many people fall into, especially in today's social media-driven world. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel inadequate or frustrated with your own progress. We measure ourselves against others based on their achievements, possessions, or appearance, but this comparison is ultimately a distraction. Everyone has their own unique journey, and comparing yourself to someone else's path only takes away from your focus. It's important to recognize that you are not in competition with others, you are in competition with your past self. Instead of comparing your journey to others, focus on how far you've come and how much further you can go. Keep your eyes on your own goals and take steps toward them with dedication and perseverance. Your success is unique to you, and it should be celebrated without the need for comparison. Overthinking can paralyze us. It's easy to get caught up in the what-ifs, constantly analyzing and reanalyzing every decision until we're stuck in a cycle of indecision. Overthinking often arises from a fear of making the wrong choice or facing an undesirable outcome. But the reality is that the more you overthink, the less likely you are to take action. The key to overcoming overthinking is to make decisions with confidence and trust that you can adjust if things don't go as planned. Every decision doesn't need to be perfect. Action, even if it's imperfect, is far better than inaction. The more you practice making decisions without obsessing over them, the more you'll build the confidence to move forward in your life. Embrace the mindset that done is better than perfect and take action, even when it feels uncertain. Perfectionism is an enemy that often disguises itself as a desire for excellence. It convinces us that nothing we do is good enough until every detail is flawless. But perfectionism is a trap because it keeps us from finishing projects, trying new things, and taking risks. Waiting for the perfect moment often means waiting forever. The perfect conditions never arrive because life is inherently unpredictable. And by holding out for perfection, we prevent ourselves from experiencing the growth that comes with imperfection. Perfectionism also leads to unnecessary stress and frustration, as we continually set standards that are unrealistic and unattainable. To overcome perfectionism, we must redefine what success means for us. Success is not about being flawless, it's about learning, growing, and taking consistent action. Embrace imperfection, because that's where the magic happens. Saying yes to everything is a trap that many of us fall into, often with good intentions. We want to help, be supportive, and be seen as reliable. But the reality is, when you say yes to everyone and everything, you are spreading yourself too thin, neglecting your own priorities, and ultimately giving up your most precious resource, your time and energy. We often fail to recognize that by saying yes to others, we're saying no to our own goals, dreams, and well-being. Every time you take on another obligation that doesn't align with your priorities, you are sacrificing the space and energy needed to focus on what truly matters to you. Time and energy are finite resources, and they need to be protected with the same diligence as any material asset. Learning to say no is a powerful act of self-preservation. It's about creating boundaries that allow you to focus on your growth, your projects, and your well-being. Saying no is not about being selfish, it's about recognizing that your time and energy are vital to your success and happiness. Protecting them means you can give more to the people and endeavors that truly matter in your life. The myth of not ready is one of the most pervasive and paralyzing beliefs that prevent people from taking action. We tell ourselves we're not ready to start a business, write that book, apply for that job, or pursue our dreams. We convince ourselves that there's a perfect moment waiting just around the corner, that we need more knowledge, experience, or preparation. But the truth is, you will never feel 100% ready. There will always be unknowns, and there will always be things you can't predict or prepare for. The key to breaking free from this myth is understanding that readiness is a mindset, not a state of perfection. You don't need to have everything figured out before you begin. In fact, starting where you are is the best thing you can do. Each step forward provides valuable lessons, experiences, and insights that you can only gain by taking action. The perfect time to start doesn't exist. Instead, it's the decision to start imperfectly, messily, and without all the answers that creates the momentum needed to achieve success. The more you embrace this reality, the more empowered you'll become to take that first step, knowing that the journey will provide the growth you need. Comfort is a powerful force that keeps us stuck in patterns of complacency and stagnation. It feels safe, familiar, and reassuring. But comfort is the enemy of growth. True growth happens when you push beyond the boundaries of what you know, beyond the routines that keep you comfortable. The comfort zone is a place where you can maintain the status quo, but it's also a place where your potential remains untapped. To achieve anything extraordinary in life, you have to step into discomfort. Discomfort is the place where your most significant growth happens. Whether it's learning a new skill, taking on a new challenge, or confronting a fear, discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. Breaking free from the comfort zone means embracing uncertainty, taking risks, and being willing to fail. It means leaving behind the familiar in pursuit of something greater. Growth doesn't happen when you stay safe, it happens when you take that step into the unknown, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, evolve, and reach new heights. Embrace discomfort, for it is the gateway to the next level of your life. Failure is often seen as something to avoid at all costs. But the truth is, failure is one of our greatest teachers. Every successful person has encountered failure along their journey, and it's those failures that have provided the lessons and resilience needed to ultimately succeed. When you embrace failure as a natural part of the process, you begin to see it not as a setback, but as a stepping stone. Each failure brings with it valuable insights: what didn't work, what you could do differently, and what you've learned along the way. The fear of failure keeps many people from taking risks, trying new things, or even starting at all. But failure is not the end, it's the beginning of something better. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself, that you're stepping outside your comfort zone and testing your limits. The key to overcoming the fear of failure is to shift your mindset from viewing failure as something negative to seeing it as a necessary part of the learning process. If you're not failing, you're not growing. Each time you fail, you are one step closer to success, because failure is the greatest teacher of all. In our busy, fast-paced world, it's easy to put everyone else's needs ahead of our own. We take care of our families, friends, co-workers, and responsibilities, but often neglect to take care of ourselves. The result is that we burn out, feel drained, and lose sight of our own goals and dreams. Prioritizing yourself is not selfish, it's necessary for your well-being and success. You cannot give your best to others if you are running on empty. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally is the foundation for being able to show up fully for the people and endeavors that matter most. Prioritizing yourself means setting boundaries, saying no when necessary, and making time for rest and self-care. It also means recognizing your worth and ensuring that your needs are met. You can't pour from an empty cup, and when you neglect yourself, you compromise your ability to serve others. The more you prioritize yourself, the more you are able to give. Your well-being is the most important asset you have, and when you care for it, you are better equipped to pursue your passions, support others, and achieve your goals. Excuses are the easy way out. They provide a convenient reason to explain why things aren't working or why we haven't achieved our goals. But excuses are also the currency of stagnation. Every time we make an excuse, we delay our progress and reinforce the belief that our circumstances are beyond our control. The truth is, there is always a way forward, even when obstacles arise. The key is to stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions. Replacing excuses with action is a powerful shift that can change your life. It's about taking responsibility for your progress and finding ways to move forward, no matter the challenges. Excuses only serve to hold you back and create a sense of helplessness. Action, on the other hand, creates momentum. When you stop making excuses and start taking action, you take control of your life and your future. Each small step you take toward your goal adds up to significant progress over time. The more action you take, the more you move closer to your desired outcome. Stop letting excuses be your crutch, replace them with determination, resilience, and the belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. The past is a powerful force, but it does not have to dictate your future. Too often, we let our past mistakes, failures, and regrets shape our decisions and limit our potential. We hold ourselves back because of what we did or didn't do before. But the truth is, the past is gone, and the future is yet to come. What matters most is what you do today and how you choose to move forward. Don't let the mistakes of the past define your future. Every decision you make today is an opportunity to create a new outcome. When you focus too much on the past, you take away your power to create the future you want. It's important to acknowledge the past, learn from it, and then move on. Don't allow your past to hold you hostage. Instead, focus on the present moment and the actions you can take now to shape your future. The future is full of endless possibilities, and you are in the driver's seat. It's time to let go of the past and focus on what lies ahead. There's a quiet power in moving in silence. In a world where everyone is constantly sharing their plans, strategies, and intentions, there's something incredibly powerful about keeping your goals to yourself and letting your actions speak for you. By broadcasting your plans, you often open yourself up to unnecessary criticism, doubt, and external pressure. When you keep your plans under wraps, you give yourself the freedom to work without interference and to make mistakes without the fear of judgment. Silent moves allow you to stay focused and grounded, keeping your energy and momentum intact. It's easy to get caught up in talking about what you're going to do, but the true measure of success is in the results you achieve. When you let your actions speak louder than your words, you send a message that you're serious, committed, and focused. Success is not about announcing your intentions to the world, it's about delivering on your promises through the work you do. When you move in silence, you protect your energy and ensure that your progress remains uninterrupted by distractions or the opinions of others. The people you surround yourself with have an enormous impact on your life. Your circle can either elevate you or drag you down. When you surround yourself with people who are motivated, positive, and supportive, you are more likely to adopt the same mindset and habits. But when you spend time with people who are negative, stagnant, or critical, you risk absorbing their energy and limiting your own growth. The people in your life should inspire you to be better, push you to reach higher, and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Surrounding yourself with winners is not about competition, it's about being in an environment that fosters growth and success. It's about finding people who are aligned with your vision, who encourage you when you're down, and who celebrate your victories as much as their own. Elevate your circle, and you will elevate your life. When you surround yourself with people who are focused on their own success, you become part of a community that lifts each other up and propels everyone forward. The future is not something that happens to you, it's something you create. In 2025, you have the opportunity to shape your life in ways that align with your deepest desires and aspirations. Visualizing the person you want to become and the life you want to lead is a powerful tool that can guide your decisions, actions, and mindset. When you visualize your future, you create a clear mental image of the path you want to take, and this clarity will drive you to take the necessary steps to make it a reality. The journey may not always be smooth, but when you keep your eyes on the prize and remain focused on your vision, obstacles become easier to overcome. The future you deserve is within your reach, but it requires determination, perseverance, and a belief in yourself. Don't let anything or anyone distract you from your vision. Keep your focus on the goals that matter most to you and let nothing stand in your way. As we step into 2025, let us embrace the power of intention, focus, and self-determination. The challenges, fears, and doubts we face are not roadblocks, but opportunities to break free from what holds us back, to push past the comfort zones we've built, and to become the individuals we've always known we were capable of being. We have the power to reshape our lives, to stop saying yes to everything that doesn't serve us, and to make space for what truly matters. Let go of the excuses, the fears, and the toxic influences that have kept you stagnant. Replace them with action, discipline, and a relentless pursuit of your dreams. You'll never feel 100% ready, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't start. Embrace the discomfort, the mistakes, and the failures, because they are all part of the journey towards success. Surround yourself with people who elevate you and protect your time and energy like the most valuable assets they are. Visualize the future you deserve, one that's built on your hard work, your commitment, and your refusal to let anything hold you back. 2025 is the year to stop waiting for the right moment and to start acting. It's the year to take control of your narrative, to break free from self-doubt, and to move in silence while letting your actions speak louder than any words could. The path may not always be easy, but with every step you take, you get closer to the life you've always dreamed of.